Hello one and all, this is Nerdcraft here, bringing you game number 2 out of a best of 5 series. Here spawning on the lower left hand corner of the Shakuras Plateau is going to be our red Zerg player mTwDimaga, and his opponent spawning on the upper right hand corner, our blue Protoss player, who I am half tempted to call him the Air Toss because of that last game. Blue Protoss. Oh man, I screwed that up. Okay. Spawning on the upper right hand corner is our blue Protoss, who I am tempted to call Air Toss after that game. He is RoXKISPomi. So as my botched intro into perfect intro might suggest, that last game Pomi went sick air, and holy crap was he able to just completely destroy Dimaga in that game. It was just amazing. He went into a Forge Fast Expo opening with a single gate into freaking two Stargates, and just pumped Phoenix. I think he got up to like 12 Phoenix at max, and then started going for Void Rays the entire while teching up to Colossus and getting Zealots and like 3 sentries I think. And when he went in for the engagement, he was able to kill up to 20 drones with those Phoenix alone and force out a lot of corruptors, about 8 corruptors. And then by the time he pushed, which was with 2 Colossus, a lot of Stalkers, like 8 Void Rays, 6 Phoenix, a bunch of Zealots, and 3 sentries, he was just able to really destroy. He was just destroying everything of Dimaga. Dimaga held it off really well, though. He's just like, yeah, no, it's no problem. I can just hold this off. Oh, look. And, he's eventually streaming Stalkers across the map into the engagement. And then Dimaga cleaned up that entire engagement. And then, oh my god, it was so awesome because Dimaga went straight into pure Mutalisk. And what did Pomi do to respond to that? He went into straight Blink Stalker DT. Holy crap. Talk about like metagaming or mid-gaming or metagaming, not sure whichever word you use for that. Talk about complete tech switch on your opponent though. As we have seen in this game, Dimaga went spawning pool first into hatch, so he wants to be safe because Shakuras Plateau, it's a little infamous for being really good for the cannon denial on the hatchery. Just put a cannon right there, or I mean a pylon right there, pylon right there, cannon. You're able to range the hatchery. Of course, that's not the most efficient way. I think like cannon would probably be the best. Anyway, so any way you can get it so the Lynx can't get us around on the pylon. And as we see Pomi again going for that Forge Fast Expo, I did not actually catch whether it was Nexus first or Forge first. I'm going to assume it's Forge first just because that's what he did last game. And this is a smaller map than Tall Dream Altar. Nexus finishing up, the cannon also finishing up too, just in time for Dimaga to escape. By the looks of it, this Ling is destined for doom because it was blocked off. The gateway is going to be canceled and going to be put down a Cybercore instead. And Dimaga, he's just like, okay, yeah, I see what you did there. You did Forge Fast Expo. You're not playing safe at all. You're playing just standard, a little greedy. I think Forge Fast Expo is like standard yet greedy at the same time because it's very vulnerable to early pressure like Roach, or like some sort of Roach Rush or Baneling Bust, as well as like a 3-racks early aggression. So Dimaga's seeing that, and he's just like, okay, yeah, you got your 2 bases. Well, screw you. I'm getting a fast third, because that is probably the best way to counter a Forge Fast Expo. He got this around the 4.5 minute mark. So talk about really fast. And this Overlord, he's just chilling in there, really thwarting all the plans of Pomi, because he's just like, the Overlord's, I'm gonna stand here, gonna get full scout, and this entire wall is just like designed to deny scouting. The Overlord just leisurely floats into the base of Pomi. Pomi is on 2 gas, Dimaga's only on none, so there's a huge gas difference between the 2 players right now. Just complete droning from Dimaga. He's also getting another queen over here. Just so drones, overlords, and queens. Oh my, this is all that Dimaga wants. This is all that he needs. And that Stalker almost getting surrounded there, getting some shield damage. We're going to try to draw the Lings into that cannon range. 7 drones being made right now by Dimaga, and he's going to get gas and gas. So he's not going to go for a very gas-centric build yet. For as we know, not morphing into layer either. So, of course, that is a great implication of him not really wanting to do anything tech-wise yet. He's just going to try and get a lot of lings, defend until he feels that he has a good enough amount of what do you call those things? A good enough amount of drones, so his economy is just super awesome. And then he's just going to go straight into complete monster mode. Now, Pomi did see this hatchery, so he's like, oh, you went pretty fast third, I noticed. And Dimaga's getting roaches, actually, so it looks like he might be going for a roach build. Oh, man, sorry, I had like a hiccup there. So he might be going for a roach build. He is getting Evo Chamber. Now he's taking up to layers, so he might just be thinking go straight into, go into layer with the Roach Warren and getting level 1 missile upgrades. So yeah, that's definitely implications of a very roach heavy build. I was about to say, you know, go into layer with my Roach Warren as well as Evo Chamber to get that level 1 carapace, so I can like do some roach pressure on him and then transition easily into Mutalisk. But now that he's going level 1 missile attack, that is a very high indicator of, you know, a lot of roaches that are going to be made. He's going to be, the backbone of his army is going to consist of roaches, and he can probably later switch into lings. 2 sentries and a single stalker are out there. 1, 2, 3, 6 gates. 6 gates. This might be a 2 base 7 gate all in. I don't want to think of it as an all. Oh no, it's going to be a warp prism. So pretty much what's going to go on here is that Pomi is going to morph his gates. Then he's going to drop sentries. I believe it's going to be sentries into the base. He's going to load up oh snap! He's going to load up this warp prism with sentries. Then he's going to go into the main, block off the ramp, and then just warp in zealots and stalkers galore. And he's going to constantly be force fielding this ramp and catching the roaches off guard here. You know, I'm having a really big sense of deja vu right now. I think it just might be like I don't know if I've seen this used before, or I had never seen this game because I haven't seen this style used for a very long time. Of course, it's very, well, I haven't casted this kind for a while. It's very, you know, of course, it's of course, oh, man, what am I trying to say here? It's of course very common nowadays for Protoss to use that War Prism and use those sentry drops. But he's waiting for Blink as well, so he's probably just going to blink in, take out this Overseer, which he apparently knows is coming in, and the Warp Prism is on its way. Oh, I see what Pomi's going to be doing. So he's going to be pretty much escorting this this Warp Prism over here with the Blink Stalkers, and then he's going to ramp off over here. But Dimaga catching wind of this, or he might do this ramp right here. Dimaga catching wind of this, he's going to be like, okay, yeah, let's bring it on. Bring it on. A lot of Stalkers here coming in. Force field's going down. The Lings are going to be able to get away. So Pomi's plans being a little bit on the thwarted side. And this hatchery is going to go down. I don't know if it's going to get canceled. No, Dimaga is going to fight for it. Backing himself up into a corner. Nice force field there from Pomi, trapping all the Lings. They are going to go down. They're just the DPSers of that army, and the roaches are pretty much the heavy hitters. And now this hatchery is pretty much gone. He's going to be forced to cancel it. Is it? No, again, the roach is coming in, trying to defend. And, oh, man, it's finished. So Dimaga is actually going to lose all of this. There are just too many stalkers for these roaches to handle. These Lings coming in, more Lings streaming in. I think that Pomi should like blink all of his stalkers forward. Why not? I was about to say blink a couple over here, so that way he can attack and take out this hatchery as well. The infestors finally finished coming in. Fungal Growth's going off on the stalkers, but there's just not enough roaches and Lings to really destroy them, because you know the fungal is used to really hold them in place, and those. You need those roaches if you're going to be going Fungal Growth against Blink Stalkers, because you just need something that can really get you that attacking. Because hey, Fungal Growth's good, but not great enough. And as we see, great Blink Micro here coming from Pomi. Roaches and Lings coming in. This is not looking good for Dimaga at all. He is making another hatchery right over here, but I don't see him really like grouping up his units. Because I think what he should do right now is just say, okay, I give up on these 2 hatcheries, because he lost way too many units, I think. And just say, like, okay, rally my entire army right there, make nothing but roaches and infestors. And he's a little gas-starved, actually. He's mining the same amount of gas as Pomi, but the problem is that he's going for a lot of infestors. So as a result, he's becoming a little gas-starved. And this third is, nope, not going to actually be used, or not actually going to be taken out. The Warp Prism coming in here, just, you know, provide vision as well as warping capability. See, this is what the Warp Prism is meant for. This is what Blizzard seriously had in mind for the Warp Prism, and this is freaking awesome. Bungle Girl's going down, so it's roaches and drones and infestors versus Blink Stalkers and Zealots. Oh my. And the majority of these stalkers are actually being cleaned up. Now, all these infestors are out of energy, unfortunately, because they just recently hatched. Talk about a crappy way to enter this world. Hatch into Blink Stalkers, and there's the GG from Dimaga. Pomi is going to take this series 2-0, and seriously, at the rate that he's playing right now, I think I might become biased towards him because this is so cool. Like, this is pretty much the idea of the War Prism that he used. You know, he thought of this. He thought, how can I get a Blink Stalker army with sentries over across the map into one of his bases and not die or take a large amount of damage while doing it? Well, I think I'll just blink down here, transport my sentries with my Warp Prism, which had full energy. The sentries had full energy, and just come up over here and, you know, just completely catch him off guard. You know, he caught wind of it, but Dimaga caught wind of it, but, you know, it was still a great attack. This is one of the coolest tactics I've ever seen, if not one of the most effective PvZs tactics I've seen when using Blink Stalker. So anyway, that was game number 2. Stick around for game number 3. My name is Nerdcrafts. Please subscribe to my channel just to get that ease of access onto this series. You can also follow me at Twitter. I am at nerd_craft. I'm pretty sure everyone who's been consistently watching my videos are really sick of me saying this, but I gotta always have my plug, guys. You know, you gotta do your little advertisements. Anyway, stick around for game number 3. The score is currently 2-0 Pomi.